Well, it's the first sunrise I've seen in a month almost, except for the ones I see coming up outside of work, but I don't really get to stop and enjoy those. It may not be the prettiest sunrise I've ever seen, but I am overjoyed to be able to be out here and see it. You know, every day I have worked this month has been Monday through Saturday, and I take my rest day on Sunday, so I haven't had a chance to get out and go for a ruck. And here it is on a 28-degree morning in Central Florida. I got Sam with me again. He loves the cold weather. I'm not built for it, but I sure have gotten used to it over this past month. But it sure is nice to be back out here where I can take a look at the sun rising, get out and enjoy a nice walk or a ruck with my ruck pack on. You know what's even more amazing is that after basically 4 weeks of not being able to do this, I did do one ruck this month, but I didn't record that. But basically being able to not do this for 4 weeks has been something I've really missed. But at the same time, I would have thought when I came back it would be hard throwing 40 pounds back on and getting back out there. But the work I do has me lifting a lot more than 40 pounds a lot of times, and constantly, non-stop. We get a couple of short breaks, but I don't even usually take my breaks, because when it's cold like this, if I slow down or stop, it's very hard to get back going again. So it has been something, and it's been amazing to be able to do this with my 50-year-old body after so many years of letting it go, not taking care of myself like I should, not eating the right foods. I'm just thankful to be able to do this now. It's all thanks to Lion Diet. You know, Lion Diet, for those of you who don't know, is a ruminant meat, water, and salt diet. That's all I ate for at least the first year and a half. I started to add some things back that I found that I could tolerate, like grass-fed butter. I had some this morning just to get my brain going to start my day today. I've added eggs back, pasture-raised eggs. They got to be pasture-raised, or you know, the shell just has to be nice and hard, and that yolk has to be beautifully orange, so I know it's a good healthy egg and not one of these sickly eggs they keep trying to feed us from the grocery stores. About 90% of what you're going to find in the store is just sickly eggs, and they're going to make you sickly eating them. But I found pasture-raised eggs, organically fed pasture-raised eggs, have been wonderful. There, now that I've got the battery changed and readjusted my microphone to be facing forward instead of using the back microphone, hopefully things sound a little better. Yeah, those are the two foods that I've added back. I've also added back shrimp so far. I'm open to try other seafoods. I'm still allergic to fish, but shrimp has been wonderful, and it's a good source of iodine. I've been supplementing iodine still, but the iodine I've been supplementing has helped me in a lot of ways. It's given me more energy. It's helped bring my eyes back, even though working this graveyard shift has kind of sunken my eyes in again. Thankfully though, the hours are changing a little bit. Thankfully in one part, because I'm going to be going in a little later in the morning. Instead of going in at midnight or 1 in the morning like I have been, I'm going to be going in at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then the rest of this week I'm going in after 5 o'clock in the morning. So it's going to be a little closer to normal sleeping time. The bad news is it means I'll be working fewer hours again. So I may have to get something else to supplement. But you know what? It's just the season I'm going through right now. And it has been a wonderful learning experience. A wonderful chance to get out and do really hard work. Something I've never really done in my life on a regular basis. And I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. I'm loving what it's doing for my body. And I'm loving the work itself. It really caters to my OCD because I have to organize all these boxes to put them on the shelf where the driver's going to find them quickly. And it's just something about that I really enjoy. But I got a lot of things I want to be able to come back and talk to you guys about. But I wanted to start off today just talking about the fact that you don't want to miss a day. Today would have normally been a work day for me, but they gave me today off along with yesterday. So Christmas was a wonderful celebration, and I'll talk about that a little bit more here at the end. But This would normally be a day that I would have already been at work. So I didn't want to miss my opportunity to get out and hopefully get some light therapy, checking out the sun this morning. Unfortunately, the cloud cover kind of ruined that, but I'm still loving it. I'm still thankful to be out here in this 28-degree weather, rucking this 40-pound sack. Sam's enjoying it, and it's just good to feel my body responding so well to the things that I've been doing over the past 2 years. I'm putting together a video for my 2-year anniversary on this diet, and I got a lot to talk about. So I hope you guys will keep checking that out. Checking out the channel so that you can find out some things that might be unlocking some things in your life too, if you've gone through a lot of the difficulties I have with the gut health and also with the anxiety and depression and other things, addictions. So much to talk about, and I can't wait to put it together for you guys, but it's a real important one, so I'm doing a lot of research on it right now, making sure I'm nailing down exactly what I want to say. You know, a lot of times I say a lot of things on this channel that I later regret, because I look back and I say, you idiot, that isn't what you meant to say. Or you said, I'll say something and I'll be totally wrong about it, like when I called AIDS autoimmune deficiency disorder, and it was, or autoimmune deficiency syndrome. It's actually acquired immune deficiency syndrome. But that's just one example of being goofy and saying the wrong thing. But you know what you get when you hear me talk like that is you get exactly what's on my mind, and you know you're hearing what I'm thinking, even if it's not always the right thing. So you've been able to experience this diet with me and all the changes that have come with it as I've gone. And that's why I encourage people who are new to the channel, please go back and watch from the beginning, because the transformation has been remarkable for me, and a lot of people recognize the difference as well, and it's changed a lot of other people's lives. And gosh, that's what I live for, being able to inspire other people to be the best they can be, to be able to actually enjoy this life we live, because it's so full of catastrophe and difficulty and strife. It would just be awful if we didn't actually enjoy it. And I want you to enjoy it. My wife and kids enjoyed Christmas yesterday. It was nice to be able to spend some time together and open presents, and we even went for a walk after we had our morning ritual of Christmas opening presents. And that was motivated by my young son Levi. He wanted to get out there and ride his bike again. He has had so much fun since he's learned to ride. Yesterday he was popping little wheelies for the first time. I remember that when I was a kid, doing that for the first time, and watching him do it and just enjoy it, and learning the beauty of doing something that was challenging to him before and starting to find it easy, just like I'm doing here with rucking and doing all this exercise that I'm just not used to in my life, and loving it. It's all wonderful. It's just wonderful. And you know, if you've been missing out on it, it's time to say screw it. I'm gonna get up and do it. If you haven't changed the food that you're eating, if you're still eating that processed garbage, that standard American diet, restaurant food, and I don't mean just fast food, I mean all restaurant food. They're cooking it in seed oils, they're adding stuff to it that you don't need. The processed food garbage has got all kind of things in it that are not good for your health. They're just designed to make the food last longer on the shelf or look prettier or something else. But for your mind and your body, you've got to cut that garbage out. And if you're anything like what I went through, you'll find that you'll have a change. You'll start having energy that you never had before. You'll have drive and determination to do the things, like get out and go for a walk when it's 28 degrees Fahrenheit outside. You know, that's something I wouldn't have done in the past. But along this journey, I started listening to a book by David Goggins that motivated me even further. Now, I'm not planning to become anything like David Goggins, but his book, Can't Hurt Me, was eye-opening for pushing through difficulty. And we're all gonna face difficulty. When you can face it head on, thanks to good nutrition and good mental health, good physical health, it just changes everything. And I want you to have that. And I know so many of us don't. So many of us are just living, we're just living to die, basically. if we're not taking care of ourselves. If we keep stuffing our faces with the wrong thing and not getting out and getting that physical activity and exerting ourselves against the difficulty of life, we're missing out. I don't want you to miss out. I want you to be able to be strong and be happy. And most importantly, break the chains that are holding you back. The chains that are stopping you from enjoying life to its fullest. You know, one more thing I would like to add before I go. Yesterday's episode of The Chosen, episode 3 of season 3, was amazing. I've told you guys a little bit about this before. I'm a big fan of The Chosen. It's a series that talks about the ministry of Jesus while he was with his disciples. And I have never enjoyed film or TV presentations of biblical stories because they always seem to me to be cheesy or fake or just packaging something that wasn't real, not gritty like real life is. It didn't present the story where it made sense. The Chosen does. If you want to see something life-changing, especially if you're not a believer and you haven't ever heard the story, it's a great place to start. The app is free. You can go to The Chosen, look up The Chosen in the App Store on whatever type of device you're on, and you can watch all of the series for free. And they got new episodes coming out each week right now. And if you are a believer, it'll give you a look at the Bible like you've never seen, especially this period during the New Testament era of Jesus walking on the earth with his disciples. I don't want to ruin anything for you by telling you about the episode too much or any of the episodes too much, but it really brings it to life. And I'm amazed that so many people still haven't heard about it. So I encourage you to check that out as well. It's good to be back out here walking, but I'll be working again tomorrow, so I don't know how long it'll be before I can enjoy a wonderful ruck like this again on the early morning. And I'm getting plenty of work out on the job. So I also do pull-ups and push-ups still a lot during the day. I just don't record them because I'm usually doing it on my breaks. And I'm not really able to record at work. So just wanted to give you guys that. I'll see you next time.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?
Oh yeah, boy is it nice to be able to come back to a chuck roast cooking in the crock pot. I'm gonna get some of that. And for those of you who keep asking about the grass-fed cow that I picked up last week or 2 weeks ago now, I don't know when it was, but anyway, it was earlier this month. This is some of that grass-fed meat here, and I've showed it earlier on the channel. I just haven't focused on it yet. But stick around and I'll cover it a little more in depth. Just not right now. I'm ready to eat. See you next time.